What up, guys? Welcome to the forecast. Today is Tuesday, and usually we start getting some moves at the end of Tuesday, beginning of Wednesday. So really excited about that. But currently, something very interesting has happened on the euro and US dollar. So we have reached the 1.0000 level, and usually when that happens, we do have a nice bounce because it's like a round number. It's a psychological number. So usually we get a nice reaction off of that level. As you can see, we have already reversed to the upside. So that's very interesting. Doesn't really have any weight for my strategy. It's just a psychological level. It's something to be aware of. And yeah, it doesn't give me any sort of a bias, but I am happy to see it because it may ignite some sort of a trend to the upside. We shall see. But again, I need to see evidence, of course, and then if I see evidence, I need to see if it fits my plan. I'm not going to get more aggressive because maybe we bounced off of this significant level. So what has currently been happening, we have been forming this really clean descending structure. To be honest, it's really clean. It looked really nice, and I was expecting that nice reversal push to the upside, but unfortunately we did not get a clean candle. We got a huge wick to the upside, so that's a bad sign. If we got a really nice clean close, I would be 100% interested because it would be a very high probability setup according to this descending structure. But because of this huge wick, I'm expecting a larger range, and that's not what I wanted to see. So I'm being more patient. So I'm expecting a larger range like this. What I would like to see is for a continuation to the upside, a nice large impulse to clear up this wick, to move far away from the wick, and then a nice flag to go long. Yeah, I would definitely like to see something like that. What can happen, we can get more of a descending, so this first reversal can just be a failed reversal. So we can descend a bit more and then get a reversal up and then get maybe a nice flag to the upside. That is always a possibility. So if we do start to ascend, I will be very careful with this, because then we would have a descending going into an ascending, which usually signals to us a larger range. And I'm a trend trader, I'm not a range trader. I want to avoid ranges at all costs. So yeah, definitely going to stay out of that sort of a setup. Again, we can get maybe a V reversal here, but that would not be really a significant reversal since we have not gotten much momentum in this particular area. So yeah, currently I'm waiting for the break of the high or the low. What I would really like to see is momentum to the upside to confirm a reversal from this descending structure. If I see that, I'm definitely buying. That's it for EU. So Euro, Japanese yen. There was a potential setup right here. Let me actually take it back to here. At this point, I was seeing this sort of a good trend down. Not really. We have got momentum down, as you can see. But what concerned me is these wicks to the downside and this huge wick to the upside. Huge wick to the upside. Usually that signals to us a larger range. So I was very hesitant to take a short trade after this push down. I did like the push down. I did like that it closed with a, let's say it was a clean close, not really, but it was an okay close. But then again, warning signs, these lots of wicks to the downside, huge wick up. Usually we get the range after that sort of price action, so I stayed out of all of the setups. Then we did get the entry candle, so my entry would have been here if it had fit my plan. So I did stay out of this trade and it would have been a loss, so it's good that I did follow my plan. And I'm expecting just a range. As I said, huge wick down, huge wick up, we get a range. That's the most common thing that we get. So I would like to see it continue down. Then it would confirm that it's more of a downtrend, more of a stronger downtrend. So I would definitely like to see maybe another large push down and then a nice flag,
or maybe some sort of a break and retest trade, whatever we get. Again, the main point is I would like to see it continue down with some large momentum. We can get maybe a descending structure and then look for a reversal to the upside, so something like this, and then look for it to reverse up. Or we can get maybe a V reversal, look for a range, look for that push up, and then a nice flag, maybe a break and retest trade. So yeah, that's about it for this pair. If we do ascend, I'll be very careful. That is signaling to me a range bound market, since this would then be a descending going into an ascending. Wicks all over the place, so just stay out. Currently, as I said, it is trending down, not really giving me much momentum or much confirmation or much confidence in taking a trade. But if we do get a nice push down, I will look to sell. Now for the Aussie pairs, so Aussie US dollar. This one is looking very interesting, I have to say. So we got this large push down, and this is a really nice pattern for a reversal. We got a large impulse down, and then we kind of ranged around, took out the liquidity, and then reversed up. So that's a really high probability pattern for a reversal to the upside. As you can see, we have reached the liquidity area and immediately retraced with a wick. So that means stops have been taken out. And I do like this huge wick. So I can see wicks to the downside and almost no wick to the upside. That's a really good sign. We have one huge wick, second huge wick, and then these cluster of wicks taking out the liquidity area. And then we reversed up. So we got some nice momentum up. And unfortunately, we are currently forming a large, or it's even a huge wick up. So that's a bad sign. Unfortunately, looks like we are not continuing with the momentum up. What I would like to see is more of a push up and then a nice flag. Again, this wick is a huge warning sign we will be range bound. But yeah, I would really like to see it get filled and then a nice flag. I would 100% be interested in this. This is a really high probability setup if the momentum continues up. Or if we get a pullback, maybe a nice break and retest trade, 100% in that. Or the best possible scenario, small pullback continuation, then a nice flag further up. That is, I mean, that's you can't ask for a better setup than that. Because of this prior price action, that's looking very good. So to sum up, I am looking for the momentum to continue. Currently, I'm not convinced. I want to see a bit more. I want to see a nice confirmation up. And again, this can also just ascend. If it ascends, I'll look for a reversal. And what I'm worried about is that this will just continue ranging. So that's my main concern. In that case, I will be staying out, of course. And then we need to be careful about the liquidity areas, as always. But that's my main concern, that we will continue to be range bound, since then we're getting huge wicks down and a huge wick up, signaling a range. So we can also get maybe a V reversal, something like this, a range, push down, look to sell on a nice flag, so possibility. Or we can also descend like this and then get a nice reversal to the upside, like this. Again, this can just be a first reversal, which usually fails after a large impulse. Usually the first reversals do fail, and then we get more of a descending, and then we reverse lower down and then get that nice reversal trend that I'm always forecasting, always talking about. Yeah, that's about it for AU. It's looking interesting. Keep your eye on how this candle closes, and then look if we continue and if we get some sort of a entry pattern. AJ, Aussie Japanese yen, looks like crap. Unfortunately, it has been looking like crap for a long time now. Let's see. Yeah, it has just been very range bound, as we can see, stuck in this huge wicky range bound price action, wicks all over the place, to the upside, to the downside, not giving me any confidence, breaking and retracing. So I want to see it clean up. I want to see this pair clean up. I want to see the wicks disappear, or at least to have less wicks, or maybe wicks to only one side, so maybe a nice clean descending, then a nice reversal up. If it does ascend, then it's just going to continue to range. There is no point in taking a trade. In that case, if we get the reversal up, maybe a large push, I would consider taking a flag, maybe. Or if we get the large impulse down, again, if we get the large impulse on taking a trade, it doesn't matter the prior price action unless it's heavily stuck in a range. But yeah, so I just want to see a large push up or a large push down. I want to see it clean up, and I want to see less of these wicks. I want to see a nice large push like this one. You see this one, then a small pullback, continuation up. That's good price action. And this wicks, that's really bad price action. So that's about it for a forecast. I will see you guys tomorrow. Wednesday we do get some nice large moves. So NFP has been last week. Let's see if that will push the market. And I will talk to you in the next one.